Hello there. We're going to have a lesson where we are utilizing the Scoreboost thinking skills, critical thinking for reading, science, and social studies. And we're going to go over one for the language arts and informational text. And we're learning to apply the strategy. I'm going to read to you. Questions 1 and 2 refer to this description of online courses. Students today do not have to be on a college campus to take courses. They can go to school by taking online courses using computers linked to the internet. In an online course, instructors use a course website to post assignments and instructional materials such as text, images, video clips, and audio clips. Students log into the website where they can view lectures and get their assignments. In addition, instructors and students conduct class discussions. Participants post questions or comments on an online bulletin board. Other students or the instructor can respond at their own convenience. When people need to communicate, they can meet in an online chat room or email one another. When a student needs to submit an assignment, he or she can send it to the instructor. Online courses offer convenience and flexibility to busy students because students can do coursework from any connected computer at any time of the day or night. To take an online course, what equipment must a student have access to? Well, can you think of a few things that you have to be able to communicate with me right now while we're doing our courses online out of necessity? Do we need a DVD player? You know, that's the contraption we used to have to use before Netflix, where we put our DVD in and press play. The next thing says a computer connected to the internet. We have to have that in order to do online sources, or our telephone, which is really just a miniature computer connected to the internet. It's nice to have a textbook and assignments, but just having that would not allow us to complete an online course. A digital camera and scanner. Those two are nice to have, but they wouldn't be enough for us to complete an online course. Because even if you had a textbook and assignments or digital camera and scanner, you still couldn't get your assignments to your instructor without a computer and an internet connection. So that one was pretty easy. Let's see about the next one. Next question here says, which sentence best summarizes the passage? I'm just kind of going to block this so it doesn't interfere with our focus. Online courses allow students to work anytime and from almost any location. Online courses are held on a course website. Online courses are taught by traditional instructors. Our online courses allow students to email their homework to their instructors. Now, sometimes more than one answer can seem correct, but the reason is like the overall summary of why the passage was written. What were they trying to communicate to the reader? Now, online courses would allow students to email their homework to the instructors. So D, it does do that, but that's not the reason why they wrote this passage. And online courses, it says, are taught by traditional instructors. I guess it would depend on what someone is interpreting a traditional instructor as. That means, what do they believe a traditional instructor is? I believe a traditional instructor is instruction as it has gone on in the past, way back when, which would be more like the classroom environment, paper and textbook and pencil. Okay. Online courses are held on a course website, but that's not the reason they wanted to write this or the summary of what it overall was trying to convey to you. The overall summary of what it was trying to convey is that online courses allow students to work at any time and from almost any location. So the best sentence to summarize that passage would be A. Okay? We're going to do another one. Let's get this ready for you. This one we're talking about science, life science. Okay? I can't show it all at one time because of my camera range, but I'll move it up when the time comes. Okay? That's the whole passage, just not the questions. Okay? Question 3 refers to this passage about a fishing method that threatens to destroy coral reefs. Where do the colorful saltwater tropical fish in pet stores come from? More than 85% have been caught in the coral reefs of Indonesia and the Philippines in Southeast Asia. Many fish collectors squirt cyanide, a fast-acting deadly poison, into the coral where fish hide. The cyanide stuns the fish, making them easy to catch. Those that survive are sold. The practice of cyanide fishing kills many fish, and it also contributes to the destruction of the coral reefs. Since most tropical fish species cannot be raised in captivity, the aquarium trade depends on healthy coral reefs to support a large population of fish. To discourage cyanide fishing, the Marine Aquarium Council, an international group, is developing a method of ensuring the fish sold in pet stores are collected in an environmentally sound manner. Soon, certified fish will be available for sale in pet stores. Okay. Which statement best summarizes this passage? Well, colorful tropical fish live in coral reefs where they hide when hunted by fish collectors squirting cyanide into the water. Do they hide just because the cyanide hunters were there? Let's read all of our choices. In order to discourage the practice of cyanide fishing, which is harmful to fish and coral reefs in Southeast Asia, pet stores will label poison-free fish for consumers. Most tropical fish species cannot be raised in captivity. Tropical fish owners depend on a supply of fish primarily from coral reefs filled with cyanide in Southeast Asia. When cyanide is squirted into coral reefs where fish hide, the fish are stunned, making them easy for fish collectors to catch. Now, while all of these may seem like they're offering some of the information that the passage gave us, they want to know, basically, a summary is like, if you went and watched a movie, you don't tell every aspect of the movie, but you tell overall the message that was portrayed in the movie. You kind of want to do the same type of thing. So yes, there's some cyanide fishing going on, which is terrible, but eventually they're going to make it so the person who is buying the fish will be aware if it was caught in that manner or if it was not caught in that manner. So that means they're going to label the poison-free fish for consumers. A lot of times consumers are unaware of what is even going on, or how the fish are captured or caught. So when people are made aware, they're less likely to buy those other fish. So this passage was written to tell us how the fishing's done and what's going to happen to discourage the purchase of those fish that were caught through cyanide. So the best answer for this question is B. It sums it all up by telling us they want to discourage fishermen from using cyanide, and they're going to discourage it by labeling the fish that had been caught in a safer manner. Okay, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you, and I hope this is helping you understand how your pattern of thought could go when you are answering these questions from these passages.